Today we're making my bakery style chocolate chip cookies. These cookies are ultra thick, they're ooey and gooey in the center and slightly crisp and golden at the edges. My name is Tessa and I'm from handletheheat.com, where I love to share sweet treats with a sprinkling of baking science. And before we dive into this recipe, be sure to tap that little bell icon near the subscribe button so that you can get notified each and every time I post a new baking video. Now, these cookies, the trick with them is to keep them ultra thick. So be sure to watch this video all the way to the end to get my tips for thick, gooey cookies. Now, we're gonna get started with this recipe. In the bowl of the stand mixer, you're just going to add 2 sticks of room temperature butter. And it's important to use butter that's at a cool room temperature. If your butter is too warm, if your dough is too warm when it enters the oven, your cookies will actually melt too quickly and flatten, and you won't get that thick texture that we're looking for. Next, we're going to add in granulated sugar, brown sugar, and I actually like to use way more brown sugar in this recipe because it gives the cookies that rich, caramelized butterscotch flavor and a softer, slightly chewy texture. So we're just going to beat that for about 2 to 3 minutes or until it's just light and fluffy. Cookies do not need as much beating time as a cake. If you beat the butter and sugar too long when you're making cookies, you can actually get cookies that puff up nicely in the oven and then deflate once they start to cool, which we don't want. So just 2 to 3 minutes. The next step is to add our eggs and vanilla. I just have 2 room temperature eggs and a splash of vanilla extract. Next up are my dry ingredients. Super simple. I'm just adding in 3 cups of all-purpose flour. And this recipe uses a fair amount of flour to get that thick texture. Fine salt and baking soda. And the baking soda will actually help contribute to that golden brown color that we're looking for. Now I'm just going to beat this until it's combined. Next up, the star ingredient, chocolate chips. I'm using semi-sweet, but you can use any kind you want. Okay, my dough has come together. It looks perfect. At this point, you can actually cover the entire batch of dough or put it in an airtight container and refrigerate it for 24 to 72 hours. And this can be kind of like a marinade period for the dough. Refrigeration actually helps to intensify the flavors, that butterscotch flavor that's so delicious. And that process also helps to allow the flour to absorb some of the moisture. And so your resulting cookies are not only more flavorful, but they're actually thicker and slightly chewier. So if you have the time, I definitely suggest trying refrigerating the dough for 24 to 72 hours. I'm actually going to bake off a few cookies right now because I just can't wait. So I'm using a 3 tablespoon cookie scoop today. This one is by OXO, it's their large size. I'll link to this down below. I think that this creates cookies that are so much like the delicious ones from the bakery because they're nice and big, and so you can get those crispy edges while still being gooey and kind of under-baked in the center, which I personally love. You can also make these smaller, and I'll list out directions for that below. And I actually like to use parchment paper when I'm baking cookies. I prefer it over silicone baking mats because I just think it's easier. And with silicone baking mats, if you allow cookies to cool on them for too long after baking, they can actually kind of create moisture and reduce the crispy edges of your cookies. So I usually prefer parchment. Okay, my cookies are all scooped. They are ready to bake. Now, if it's warm in your kitchen or it happens to be a really hot day and your cookie dough is warm, you can actually pop it in the freezer while your oven preheats to really make sure that these cookies stay nice and thick while baking. These will go in a 350-degree oven for about 12 to 15 minutes or until golden brown. Okay, my cookies came out of the oven. They are golden brown, thick and beautiful. What I love about this recipe is I actually filmed a time-lapse video on my iPhone of these cookies cooling to see if they deflated too much while cooling, and they totally didn't. They stay nice and thick, and you can just see how gooey they are on the inside. I cannot wait to take a bite. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and let me know if you give this recipe a try, and be sure to subscribe before you leave. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.